This is our gratitude and intention live that we do every Monday at 12:30 Eastern Time. And I am so grateful that you're here with me. It's fantastic to know that you're here and that you are feeling grateful. At least I hope you are. I'm working on my gratitude today. I've had kind of a rocky patch, and sometimes when we feel rocky, we're less likely to be able to just spurt out gratitudes left and right. When days are good, when things are going well, gratitude is just almost, I don't want to say superfluous, but it definitely is not as, let's see, gratitude when we're having a great time is more natural. And so lately it hasn't been as natural. Hello, Catherine. Good to see you. I'm in the bright sun. Yes, there we are. I should take my glasses off. I see better with them off. Welcome. Love to hear. Remember how we start is put gratitude in the comments. So whether you're live or on the replay, you can stick them in the comments and I'll come around and I'll be double checking throughout the week to see what people are grateful for and what you might have intentions about because, it matters that we write our intentions down, writing our gratitudes down, writing our intentions down, making to do lists, getting the stuff in our brain that's just like squirming about. It really helps to write it down. Gratitude. Yes, I'm grateful for gratitude itself. I recorded a video this morning that's going to be Good Morning Love tomorrow, and it talks about how to stay joyful when you're not feeling so joyful. I can't see. Yes, Catherine. Just like that. So, what are you grateful for? Yes, you write gratitude, just like that. Write your comment, just like Catherine did. So, I'm grateful that it is sunshiny today here where I am. I'm grateful that the family whose home I've been in for the last 10 days or so is on their way back. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited for my puppy here, who all day is no he knows she knows they're coming home, so she's very excited, and I'm grateful for her excitement. Her excitement makes me feel excited. I'm grateful that when I was here and the weather was strange, that I was able to go to a thrift store and buy some clothes that were more appropriate for warmer weather. I mean, colder weather. It's warm now. It's probably in the mid 60s. It's actually perfect weather. But I'm glad that I got a few new clothes inexpensively because I went to a thrift store. So I'm grateful for thrift stores. How about that? Hey, I see a bunch of people are in here now. If you would please like this video, you would make my day. I'm going to see if I can flip so I can see better. Hey, Dracula, what's up? We're going to flip the screen. Maybe I can read better this way. That's not as pretty. I want you guys to see pretty background. I want you to see pretty background. There you go. Oh, that looks so nice. That's so nice and green. Hello, hello. If you'd like to put your gratitudes in the comments, that would be amazing. What are you grateful for today? It's always good to write them down and share with one another. So I'm grateful for each person who shows up here. Yes, I'm in the United States. I'm very grateful that I'm here. Um, I am grateful for each person who's present. And if you don't follow me yet, I am joyful. I'm aging with joy. Even when times are tough, I am joyful. And I'm grateful that I'm able to see that. Earlier this morning, oh, you're Russian. What part of Russia are you in? I know that Russia has different states and stuff like that. So, hey, Kay and Ro are in the house. Hello, good to see you guys. Let's see. So I'm grateful to have new friends. You're grateful that your blood pressure is lower. We had blood pressure talk around here. My blood pressure is also lower, remarkably lower, and I'm thrilled about that. Let's keep it that way. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. I'm really grateful that I got to spend time here. Maryland is very livable, very, very livable. I really like it. I'm right next door to Washington, D.C., and I spent quite a bit of time in Virginia, which was fun. Next time I come here, I'm going to go to West Virginia because it's only an hour away from Harper's Ferry. So next time I'll have more time to do that, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I'm going to be going home tonight, and tomorrow I'll be out on my porch again. On Friday, we'll be on the porch for conversations, coffee and conversations on the porch. Um, I'm grateful. Let's see, what else am I grateful for? Anybody else have any gratitudes? Anybody else? Anybody? Uh, um, I'm grateful that I don't feel compelled to sit through movies that I don't like. Yesterday, I went to a movie in Sussex County, where I live. There's like the closest movie theater is like a half an hour away, so I don't go to movies very often. And so I went to a movie yesterday. It wasn't a wide release movie. It wasn't a famous movie. It wasn't a Marvel movie, which I don't like anyway. It wasn't a shoot 'em up movie. Well, it was a shoot 'em up movie. That was part of the problem. But I watched the movie for about an hour, and then I just said, no, this is too much. I do not need to stay in this movie. And right after that, I texted a whole group of friends of mine in California who we saw this crazy movie together called The Lobster. Hello, it's good to see you, Mike. Good to see you. And so I sent them a text and I said, well, I just saw a really wild movie, and it made me think of The Lobster. The best thing about The Lobster was the leading guy isn't, well, I can't remember his name. He's an Irish actor. Um, he was really good in it. It was a good movie. We like seeing arty movies. Hey, is that Miss Paula? Hi, Miss Paula. How are you? I'm glad to see you. How about Mike and Paula? Put some gratitudes in the comments. That would be marvelous. What are you grateful for today? Uh, I'm grateful that I feel better than I did earlier. I'm grateful that y'all here are knowing each other and talking to each other. Paula's grateful that she walked this morning. I'm grateful that yesterday I went out to a different park, a new park to me. And I went there thinking that I was going to swing, and I did swing. I didn't get video of me swinging, but I did. And then I found a trail, and I found a hill that I can roll down. And I plan to do that when I come back. Yesterday I wasn't quite feeling it, but next summer I will roll down that. I'll roll down that hill. You're Brazilian, is that Rodrigo? Well, welcome, Rodrigo. I don't know how to say welcome in Portuguese. My son has learned some Portuguese. I do not know a word of Portuguese. But a year ago, do y'all know where I was a year ago? I was at Kings Canyon National Park, and I met a couple from Brazil. And so I asked them to make a video for greeting my son in Portuguese. He did not appreciate it. He thought that was totally cringe. He was embarrassed. He was embarrassed that I did that. But you all know me. I mean, who else will ask a total stranger to make a video for her kid? Granted, he is 24 years old, and maybe that's a. But anyway, I am grateful. Um, yeah, that's right. Let's do a rolling down the hill challenge. That is a great idea for a challenge. That is really a rolling down the hill challenge. How about a rolling down the hill challenge for people over 50 or something? Because it has to be like little kids. That's a little kid thing to do. But it's older people, we can stay young. So by doing silly things like juggling, swinging. I mean, I was the only person in the park yesterday, but I was there swinging, just like little kids. But as I was swinging, and Mrs. Paula, as a counselor, swinging is really good for the propitiatory sense, if you know what the propitiatory sense is. And so it can be really good for the nervous system, just swinging. I get a little bit dizzy, but then I just slow down. It's really pretty fun. Oh yes, thank you, for that English in the chat. Oh well, I asked him a question about Portuguese, so that's why he said that in Portuguese. I said, "How do you say this in Portuguese?" I apologize for the confusion. Okay, so who here wants to do a rolling down the hill challenge? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you want to do a rolling down the hill challenge, because that would be really, wouldn't that be fun and silly? I think it'd be fun and silly. And, I'm all about silly because I have been far too serious the last week or so. I've not been in the world's greatest mood. I've tried. Okay, so we have Mrs. Paula. Catherine, are you in? It would be great if it was international. Shroomy Willow, I don't think we've met before. Hi, I'm Julie. Nice to meet you. Welcome. Welcome. This is where we talk about gratitude and intention. So we've been here for about 10 minutes. If you are finished with your gratitude, we can settle into intention, which is what you intend for the week ahead. And so intention can be, what do you plan to do? How do you plan to feel? How do you want to be? So that can be a state of being. It can be an action plan, anything like that. Catherine, you don't want to roll down a hill? I'm sure they have nice hills to roll down in Arkansas. If I come back to Arkansas anytime in the near future, I'll roll down a hill. You can watch me roll down a hill. You can be my camera person. That's, that just cracks me up. I'm gonna be laughing. See, this is good. I'm grateful that I can laugh. I'm grateful that I'm capable of laughing still. Your intention is not to break any bones. Okay, so here's a fun fact about me. I broke my arm, the first time I broke a bone in my life, when I was 37 years old. I was roller skating at the time. It was my first time roller skating on a rink. I was roller skating with my children because I wanted them. Catherine was in that time in kindergarten, and at her preschool and her elementary school, they always had parties at different venues, and one of them was roller skating. And I didn't want her to not know how to skate, so we all took skating lessons, including me. And I fell, and I got back up, and I kept skating. So, oh, look at that! Paula intends to keep her new perennial flower box garden weeded. Wow, you have a box garden. That's very, very cool. Your intention is to not break any bones. See, I didn't even recognize you responding to my question, Catherine. I should say my intention is not to break any more bones since I broke my arm before. Oh, you're heading to park number 11. That's exciting. North, is it north, central, or south? Jersey. North, central, or south. So you guys going to the AT this week, Kanro? My intention is to get back to Jersey safely. My intention is to get some more packing done for the move that I'm finally agreeing to do. Morris County. Oh, I love Morris County. Morris County is Sussex neighbor county. It's where my daughter used to live before she moved to Cumberland County. I love, love, love it there. No AT until June. Wow. Wow, I guess, yeah. Okay. Wow. Do you hear the birds? I'm grateful for my bird friends. All right, so I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you all have intentions. You have gratitudes. We have people from Brazil and Russia here today, or they've been here. I'm glad for that. If you don't know, I have a live stream on Wednesday at 4:30 Eastern time. We do poetry there. I think that's the best for language learning, formal language learning anyway. And then we're going to have Friday morning still at 8:30. We're going to have our coffee. We just hang out and have coffee. Okay, so Catherine's true intention is to get a video done today without breaking any bones. That's good. Okay, I'm going to switch the camera again. Now you get to see this side of the. I'm getting more sun on my face. There we go. I don't know if you saw the beauty. There's really pretty flowers, and I don't know the name of the flower that's growing right there. I have them in New Jersey too. I'll know them when they come out. But I'm really grateful that I had time in this yard again, and I'm grateful that I get to come back. I've met quite a few neighbors this time, and that's been fun. And I'm grateful for the blue sky. There you go. And I'm grateful for all of you. I'm grateful that I got a doctor's appointment. On the video that you'll see tomorrow, I am very upset because I'm grateful that my referral did not get rejected. um, I don't know what happened with that, but at first my referral to infectious diseases got rejected. I'm grateful that it didn't get rejected. I'm grateful that my channel is growing. I'm grateful for that. My watch hours have gone up a lot, and my views have gone up ridiculously. Um, Subscribers keep going up, and it's like, what have I done? I don't feel like I've done anything extra special. I'm not complaining. It just makes me feel more and more intentional. Um, so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. I just keep working on it. It is a really pretty yard, isn't it pretty? And there's the pool. I'm already thinking about, can you see it there? Yeah, there it is. I'm already thinking about what kind of pool toys I'm going to bring with me. I have never, ever in my life, never have I ever been in one of those like chairs you can sit in the pool, just literally lounge in the pool. I will slather myself with sunscreen and then go sit out there because that just sounds great. Maryland gets really, really humid, really humid. Last summer when I was here, I went out in the early morning. Whenever I went out, like in the late afternoon, it was brutal. So I'd like to find a good sunrise spot. Except usually that's when I'm hanging out in the backyard with you know who. So she's so much fun. Is that what it is, Kay? Yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the people who show up for me. Really, truly, truly, I'm grateful. I always say you don't have to come all the time. And a matter of fact, I'm going to mention something. This would be of interest to you, Catherine, if you're still out there. I'm going to be doing a 5 day live journaling meditation workshop type experience here live. I won't be doing vertical for those the week of May 11th because I'll be in Pittsburgh. And I've just figured I've been wanting to do that, wanting to do that. Why not try it? So, how that will work is we will actually do talking about journaling and meditation, and then we'll do 5 minute journaling, and then we'll debrief, and then we'll do a little more meditation, a little bit more journaling, and then debrief. And we'll do that for 5 days in a row. So, one thing you might not have known is I used to have a program that I did over live stream. I think that's a mockingbird. I had a thing that I did called 5 for 5 brain dump. And what we would do is we would dump our brains on the paper 5 minutes a day for 5 consecutive days. I want this to be a little bit longer of a series, 2 5 minute segments. And I will be giving prompts and we'll be talking about strategies. And this way, I know for me, sometimes I'm more likely to do something if I have an accountability person or if, people are looking for you to show up. I'm also toying with starting a school community for that because May is National Meditation Month, and I have not really done much with meditation in public, but I do meditate often twice a day. Hi, thank you for the compliment, but let's see. Yeah, I think it'll be really good. I think it will be really good. I also have some playlists about journaling. If you want to check them out, I'll put them on my page, my community post. So if people want to warm up, and this is the first time talking about it publicly, so I'm really excited about that. And I'll also be doing more poetry and meditation stuff. I also did that. I don't think I did it on YouTube. I think I did it on Periscope, and I did it on Instagram. So I've been around to different places. I'm ancient. How old are you? I'm 64. That is a very typical Periscope thing for people to say, how old are you? And I always say, I'm just old. I'm old. I'm ancient. Hello. Hey, Shirzad. Shirzad, is that you asking me how old I am? Are you just practicing your English? I would say, yeah, now you can please speak in English. If you're saying inshallah, inshallah is a beautiful thing to say. Inshallah is a really beautiful thing to say, but most people don't know what it means. Inshallah means God willing. So, inshallah is God willing. Beautiful word. I actually have a poem about inshallah. So, another little known fact about me is I was an international relations major back in the day. My specialty was actually West Africa. Did you know I'm an Africanist? Now you know. I have family from Cameroon, Eritrea, mostly Cameroon. So there you go. Let's see, anything else? Any more intention? Any more gratitudes? What are you grateful for? What are you thankful for? What are you glad about? I am glad that I was able to find Basil today because the little guy here. Yeah, okay, so Catherine's giving you a little bit of lesson in manners. And that is to never ask a woman her age. So, yeah. Yeah, don't do that. It's not considered nice. When I was younger, I wanted to look older. And then as I got older, people usually thought I was younger, and now I don't know. I feel like I've gotten a lot older in the last couple of years. I mean, looking a lot older. I think I've caught up with my age. Now I lost my train of thought thinking about my age. Does anyone know what that bird is? I would really love to know. Okay. Shirzad, we might have to block you if you keep saying things that aren't in English. Okay. All right, there you go. Okay, there we go. Got a timeout. I'm proud of myself when I can do that sort of thing. Okay. Okay. Very good. Anyway, so yeah, my intention is to get home safely and to feel good. My intention is to be able to communicate clearly to the doctor that I'm meeting with at 1:30, and I hope to get on the road by 2:30 at the latest. It would be better if I get out earlier. So as soon as this is over, I'm going to start, or I'm going to continue packing up my things, and then I just have a few more things to straighten out, and put it right, get the house back to zero, and hit the road. So we'll give it about 5 more minutes. I like to stay for half an hour, but because I have places to go and people to see, I think I might as well leave earlier. By the way, if you haven't liked this video yet and you're here, it would be awesome if you would like it. That would make my day. Trying to think of anything else. Usually I prepare quotes and stuff, but today it's just been a really weird time for me. And I am devoted to being grateful even when things get rocky and unknown, because gratitude is the way, right? So it's weird to sit here in the quiet. Okay, everyone, it is a beautiful day. I'm feeling like I need to, unless somebody pops in and says that they're here and they'd like to chat. Somebody just came in the room. If you would like to say that you're here and what you're grateful for, that would be great. Otherwise, I'll give it 1 more minute and then I will exit stage left. I'm grateful for my theater friends. I miss them so much. I really miss California. I'm grateful that my 2 younger kids are at Disney today. I sent them a text and said, take pictures, please. I have yet to hear from them. I hope they find each other. I'm grateful that I still have so much to learn that I don't know yet. I'm grateful for each person here. I'm grateful for my channel. I'm grateful that I came back to YouTube after so many years of not really showing up. I'm grateful for the stories that I can tell, and I intend to keep telling more. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here, for joining me, for participating. Please come back Thursday 4:30, Friday at 8:30. I always value seeing you, and I'm glad that I can be helpful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I will have a safe trip. I didn't even see those comments down there. All right. Take good care, and we'll see you all soon.